ஆரம்பமே அமர்க்கலமா இருக்கா. என்னவா அவனுக்கு தெரியல. நான் இருக்க ஏரியாவில் அந்த மாதிரி எந்த ஆஃபரும் காமிச்சல. இடிஞ்ச மாதிரி தான். എന്തുവാടാ?
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes.
And Torres!
பீடனா பீட, பெரிய பீட.
Batistuta.
That's good play from him.
Can he get it through? Bit too much weight on the pass. Rijkaard. Vankkam. Batistuta. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Torres! Ball swung in. And the shot!
ஓட்டம்ல கோல்.
Manchester United! And that That was his 20th goal for this team. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nicely weighted ball. Now there's the shot! He's got it all! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Oh, terrible pass. It's Asa!
நெட்ல பார்க்க மாட்டோம் உங்களால. நெட் இருந்தாலும் பார்க்க மாட்டோம். எப்படியா நான் கழிக்கிறத இப்போ நம்ம பேசிக்கிட்டு இருக்கிறது அதில் கேட்கும். എന്തുവാ ചേട്ടാ
വേറെ ആൾക്കാർ
இப்போதைக்கு யாரும் இல்லை, இப்போதான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிருக்கேன்.
നീ തനിയെ കളിക്കുന്നത്
Beckham. And he cuts out the supply.
പസങ്ങൾ എന്താ മാതിരി കളിക്കുന്നത്.
Now it's Beckham. Always onto this. Now this could be a chance.
നെറ്റിൽ വെച്ച് കളിക്കാം. இப்போதைக்கு நான் நெட்டில் കളിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. யாரெങ്കിലും வரும், இவ்வளோ உள்ள யாரெങ്കിലും வரும். நம்ம டீம் இல்லை, நான் ஒரு டீம் உண்டாக்கி வச்சுட்டுண்டല്ലോ. அந்த ஒய்ஃபைக்கா கஸ்டமர் நம்பர் எடுத்தா
ഒന്നും ചെയ്തില്ല.
நோக்கணும் குழப்பம் இல்லை. ஒரே ஒரு மினிட், இந்த மேட்ச் முடியும். ஒரு 5 மினிட் உட்காருங்க, வரேன். நான் நீங்கள் வருது இல்லைன்னு நினச்சேன்.
Beckham is behind this one.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and he's barking out the orders now.
உங்கள் ஃபோன் கொடுங்க, நான் காமிக்கிறேன். என்னோட நான் பேசுகிறதெல்லாம் கேட்குதான்னு பார்ப்போம். புதிய ஃபோன் மேடிச்சா? எத்தனை? വലിയ ആളാണ് കേട്ടോ.
മറ്റേ ട്രേഡിങ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ട്
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് ഓപ്പൺ ആയി. സ്വിച്ച് ചെയ്യൂ.
ഇത് ഇന്ത കളി പാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിട്ടാ.
എന്താ കളി പാക്കാൻ?
ഇത് ഞാൻ പാത്തിട്ട് എന്താ കാര്യം? ഇക്ക എനിക്ക് തരുമല്ലോ.
ഒരു 5 മിനിറ്റ് വരാം. உட்காருங்க. இது முடிஞ்சிடும் ചേട്ടാ. இப்போ மணி சமயம் எത്ര? ஒரு 5 மினிட் 10 மினிட்டுக்குள்ளே முடியும்.
Cleared away. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Donatoni engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, Red, nice interception. Can he get on the end of this? Promising build-up.
അതൊന്നും ചെയ്തില്ല.
ഇല്ല,
അത് വെറും പൗഡർ തന്നെ. ഇല്ല, അത് ചുമ്മാ വെള്ളം വെച്ചാൽ മതിന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു.
Defending was strong and firm. And the whistle goes for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Manchester United really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off
Please turn your
completely?
attention to the
Possibly.
screen for
But as long as
information
they can
provided
keep
by
up
the
the
local
intensity,
police.
maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Manchester United looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
டேய் வாய மூடுறா. ஓ பெரிய சங்கீத வித்வான் மாதிரி பாடிக்கிட்டே இருப்பான் மோர கட்ட.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 15, Guti.
So we're off again.
Him is number 4,
Donatoni.
அதில் ஒரு நம்பர் உண்டாகும்.
Manchester United, different.
வந்து
Good effort from distance. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands,
இந்த
that
இப்போ
kind
முடியும்
of
ஒரு 5
thing
மினிட்.
is not going to get them back into this game.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Dixon. And it's Sneijder. And here's Batistuta. Just about within shooting range. That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Azar. Lovely pass, but can he... Shapes to shoot!
அவனுக்கு அதை விட பீடியா இருக்கும் போல.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
The look of disbelief on the faces of his teammates, I don't need to add to it.
ட்ரிபிள் லங்க்.
Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. And Batistuta! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And now they can spring out of defence. Dixon. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That is good strength. In towards the back stick. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's got away. Cafu. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Sneijder. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Dixon.
Manchester United have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
He's having a hit!
Kafu.
Play for the keeper.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception. His positioning was
பால்
spot
துண்டு
on.
துண்டா போடுறான்.
Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitutions taking place.
Yes.
Manchester United are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Now that's well seen too. The final 5 minutes. Probing pass. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Torres. Now it's Beckham. Played right into his path. He's picked his way through.
Been indicated.
A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Hazard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Manchester United have their third corner. Getting up there! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting!
Hazard, bro, Hazard.
And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Straight corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
வாங்க திட்டா
முடிஞ்சா
இது முடிஞ்சு
പാപമാണേ ഇതെന്താ രണ്ട് മെസ്സേജ് വന്നത്
ரீசார்ஜ் நவ் போனால் இதில் போகுது
ഗംഭീര കളിയാണല്ല 1 2 3 എന്തെങ്ങനെ
അത് ഇത് ക്വാളിറ്റി വരുது ഉണ്ടാന്ന് നോക്ക ഇത് வந்து യൂട്യൂബിൽ സ്ട്രീം ചെയ്യാണ് ഇത് നമ്മ
നീയാണ് യൂട്യൂബിൽ ഇത് കളിക്കലുണ്ട് അങ്ങനെ കാശ് കിട്ടലില്ല
ഇന്നപ്പേ തുടങ്ങിയുള്ളൂ അതുക്കുള്ള എന്ത് കാശ് കിട്ടാണ് ഇന്നൊക്കെ ഒരാൾ നോക്കിയില്ല ഒരാൾ കൂടെ നോക്കുന്നില്ല പിന്നെ എന്ത്
എനിക്കിത് ഇങ്ങനെ ആക്കണത് എനിക്ക് സംസാരിച്ചുകൂടെ ഓരോന്ന് യൂട്യൂബിൽ ഇങ്ങനെ സംസാരിച്ചു വിട്ടൂടെ
ആരെങ്കിലും ഇരുന്നാൽ തന്നെ സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റോ
വെറുതെ ജിന്നോട് നോക്കിന്ന് പറഞ്ഞല്ലേ എവിടെ നമ്മള് സംസാരിക്കണ ഇതില് റെക്കോർഡിംഗ് അല്ല ആ ഒരു ഇതില്
ഇപ്പൊ ഇതില് കാണിക്കും നീ ഫോണിൽ പോയി നോക്കിയാൽ കാണിക്കാൻ പറ്റും
അപ്പൊ ഇതേമാതിരി സ്ട്രീമിന് 2-3 ഫോണൊക്കെ അല്ലേ
ஒரு ஃபோன்லேயே பண்ணலாம் பட் குவாலிட்டி கிட்டாது இந்த ஆப் ஓப்பன் ஆகாது எய்ம்ஸ்
ഇവിടുത്തതാക്ക്
ഇപ്പം ഇതിൽ കിടക്കാം കിടക്കാം
ഇതില് പിന്നെ ലൈവ് എടുക്കടാ നമുക്ക് വർത്താനം പറയാം
ഏതില്
ഇതില് ഇങ്ങനെ ആരെങ്കിലും വരില്ല ലൈവ് ആയിട്ട്
അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് സമയം എടുക്കും അതാണ് പ്രശ്നം
അത് ഓണാക്കി ഞാൻ ഇതെന്താ 20,000 673. എന്താണ്
அது என்னோட கேமோட ரேங்க்.
ഇത്ര റാങ്കൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടോ?
അവിടെ എത്ര കോടി പേര് ഒരാളുണ്ട്. அப்போ ஓப்பன் ஆகுது இல்லையோ.
ഓൺലൈനിൽ ഒന്നും അതിൽ കാണാൻ കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ലേ ആരെങ്കിലും? പേരടിക്കേ
ഇതില്ല. ரீசார்ஜ் ஹோம், இதுதான் ஜியோ ஹோம் நம்பர். கண்டினியூ.
മന്ത്ലിയാ? ഒരു മാസത്തിനാണ്? ഇനി കൂടുതൽ മാസം കിട്ടും നോക്കി നോക്കി. എത്ര മാസം?
3 മാസം.
2222.
അതാണ്
3 മാസത്തിനാ? 90 7 ഡേയ്സ്
പ്ലസ് ഓഫർ 7 നാൾ, 97 നാൾ கிடைக்கும்.
97. മറ്റേത്രയാണ് 500? ഫസ്റ്റ് എത്ര പറഞ്ഞത്?
599 30 നാൾ.
അപ്പോൾ 3 മാസത്തിന് എത്ര വരുന്നത്?
600, 1600,
600,
1800 വരും. 1800 വരും.
അപ്പോൾ അതിലെ ലാഭം മാസം മാസം കയറ്റുന്നത്
1800 ഇരുങ്ക പറയാം. 1800
ഇതിനെന്താ പേര്?
இது 200 ரூபா போகுது ஜிஎஸ்டி. அப்போ இது எவ்வளோ போகுது? அதான் அது 700 ரூபா வருது, இது 2200 ரூபா வருது.
അപ്പോൾ ഏതാ ലാഭം?
இது തന്നെ ലാഭം. മന്ത്ലി 30 MBPSனா 700.
ഇത് 700. അപ്പോൾ 7 14 പിന്നെ 21 22 റുപ്യ 2200 അല്ലേ വില തന്നെ വരുന്നത്.
எழுநூற்றி 6. அப்போ 2100 ரூபா வரும். இது 2222 ரூபா, 100 ரூபா கூட வரும்.
എത്ര ഏതിലും കൂടുതൽ 100 രൂപ വരുന്നത്?
97 நாளைக்கு. அந்த 7 நாளைக்கு 100 ரூபா கூட. எப்படி பார்த்தாலும் ஒரே கணக்கு தான்.
ലാഭമൊന്നുമില്ല.
லாபம் ஒன்றும் இல்லை.
അപ്പം നമ്മൾ ഇതിങ്ങനെ കയറ്റാം.
3 മാസത്തേക്കാ?
3 മാസത്തിന് 2000 എത്രയാണ്?
222.
ഇതിലെന്തൊക്കെ ഉണ്ട്? ഇതൊക്കെ ഇല്ലേ?
1000 പ്ലസ് TV ചാനൽസ് പ്ലസ് ഇതെല്ലാം ഫ്രീ.
ടി വി ഒന്നും കാണണമെന്നില്ല.
ജിയോ, സോണി ലിവ്, Z5.
നെറ്റ് മാത്രമായിട്ട് നെറ്റ് ഇതില്ലാണ്ട് എങ്ങനെ ഇട്ടാ?
அது இதில் பண்ணாம பட்டில்ல. பிளான் பேக்குன்னு போனோம்னா
എന്താ
திங்கு திங்குன்னு சவுண்ட்.
അത് കയറ്റിക്കോ. 2000.
ഇവിടെ വൈഫൈക്ക് എത്തുന്നതില്ല. പിന്നെ ഇவ்வளோ സ്ലോവാக இருந்தால் എന്ത് ചെയ്യാണ്?
ഇവിടുത്തെ വൈഫൈ ആണ്. മറ്റുള്ളതൊക്കെ സ്പീഡ് ഉണ്ട്. എന്തെങ്ങനെ
ഇത്രയാ? പോ
ആരാജിനെ
അല്ല കൊച്ചു പിള്ളേർ കുറെ എണ്ണം ഉണ്ട്. ഓടിച്ചു വിടാന്ന് വിചാരിച്ചു. കച്ചറ കൊണ്ടത് റോഡ ഫ്രണ്ട് വെച്ചിട്ട് പോകും.
വെച്ചാലും ഒന്നും പറയാൻ നിൽക്കണ്ട.
നേരെ അടുത്ത് തന്നെ തള്ളയെ പോയി കാണണം. അത്രേ ഉള്ളൂ.
ഒന്നും പറയാൻ നിൽക്കണ്ട. ഇവിടെ സിറ്റുവേഷൻ എനിക്ക് അറിഞ്ഞൂടാ.
അതുകൊണ്ടല്ല
നമ്മൾ പുറത്ത് കണ്ട അടുത്തൊരു കച്ചറയൊക്കെ ഇടും.
Tu não bicha aura, hindi ka photo ating gulay yun. വരാൻ മാട്ടേങ്ങിതേ.
ഇപ്പൊ നേരത്തെ ഒന്നാൻ്റെ ഓഫ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഓണാക്കി നോക്കി. അങ്ങനെ സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യില്ലേ? അങ്ങനടാ അതെ ഇത്
നെറ്റ് ഓഫ് பண்ணிட்டா.
ഓണാക്കി നെറ്റ് ഓണാക്കി. ടോപ്പ് ടച്ച് ചാറ്റ്. ഇതിനെക്കാട്ടില്ലത് ആരെങ്കിലൊക്കെ ആയിട്ട് വർത്തമാനം പറയല്ലേ. പെണ്ണുങ്ങളൊക്കെ വരൂടാ. മറ്റേ എടുക്ക് ഈ ഗെയിമുള്ളത് ഒഴിവാക്കിയിട്ട് ആണുങ്ങൾ ഇതിലൊക്കെ വരും. നല്ല നമുക്കിതാ നല്ലത്.
ഇതായാണ് ചുമ്മാ ബോറടിക്കാതെ വല്ലാണ്ട് കൊണ്ടുവരാം.
മറ്റേതാകുമ്പോളാ
അതെന്ത്
അതിന്റെ ഓപ്ഷൻ ചെയ്തിട്ട്
അതിന്റെ ഓപ്ഷൻ ആൾക്കാർ പറയാൻ മതി.
രണ്ടാൾ വേണം വർത്തമാനം പറയാൻ. ഒന്ന് നമ്മക്ക് തന്നെ ഇരുന്നിട്ട് വർത്തമാനം പറയാനുള്ള ഒരാൾ വേണം.
മേലെ തന്നെ ഗൂഗിൾ പേ ഉണ്ട് അതില്. ജിയോ ഹോം.
മലയാളം ഒഴിവാക്കി അടിക്ക്. എന്നിട്ട് ബുള്ളറ്റ് താത്തക്ക്
സിരി
IPLMN ഇതിനാണ് കയറ്റുന്നത്.
നോക്കാം. ഡീറ്റെയിൽ കിട്ടിയ റീചാർജ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. ഇല്ല
നേരത്തെ വന്നതല്ലേ?
ரீசார்ஜ் கொடுத்ததோட உள்ளே போனது அப்படியே வெள்ளை வெள்ளைன்னு இருக்கு.
മൊബൈലിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നമാണോ അത്? അങ്ങനെ അല്ലാതെ നെറ്റിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നമാണ്.
നെറ്റിൻ്റെ പ്രശ്നമല്ല, നെറ്റ് നല്ലதாக இருக்குது, மொபைலில் பிரச்சனை.
സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യാനാ?
ആ ഇതില്ല.
ഏത് ചെയ്യാൻ? സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യാനാ?
ആ
ഞാൻ അന്നേരം സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്തില്ല, അത് വേണം.
വേറെ എങ്ങനെ? OnePlus ആ? என்ன பண்றது OnePlus?
സ്ട്രീം വെറുതെ സ്ട്രീം ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ 2-3 ഇതൊക്കെ ഇങ്ങനെ കാണണല്ലേ?
നോക്കണ്ടേ? என்ன பண்றது?
സ്ട്രീം ചെയ്യാനാ? ഒരു ദിവസം എത്ര മണിക്കൂർ ഇരിക്കും ഇതിൻ്റെ മേലെ?
வெள்ளி சனி லீவுனா 2 மணி நேரம் 3 மணி நேரம் பண்ணுவேன்.
അപ്പോൾ ഇത് ആൾക്കാർ ഇതിൽ കയറുമോ?
எங்கள் அண்ணன் வருவார்.
ഓക്കെ. അണ്ണൻ വിளையாடுமா?
எங்கள் அண்ணன் விளாடுவார். எங்கள் பசங்க எல்லாருமே மேக்ஸிமம் எல்லாருமே விளாடுவோம்.
തുടങ്ങിയ കളി
தொடங்கி.
ആരാ വന്നുള്ളത്?
மேரியும் ஒருத்தன் வந்திருக்கான், யாருன்னு அறியலை, எந்த நாட்டுக்காரனும். ആണാകട്ടെ.
സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റുമായിരുന്നോട്?
സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. എത്ര പേര്? 6 പേര് കീഴെയാ?
6 പേര്?
7 പേര് കീഴെ. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ എങ്കേട്ട് അടിക്കാനും ഗോള്.
ദൂലകത്തിയുള്ള എവിടെ വന്നു കളിക്കാൻ പറ്റും?
அப்படி கிடையாது. இப்போ வந்து நமக்கு இந்த கல்ஃப்னு இங்கே ரிஜிஸ்டர் ஆகிருக்கும் இதில். அப்போ கல்ஃபில் வந்து உள்ள விளையாடுற ஆள்காரெலாம் ஃபஸ்ட்டு வரும். கல்ஃபில் விளையாடுற ஆள்காரில் ஜெயிச்சு மேலே போயாலும் அடுத்து அப்படியே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக ஓப்பன் ஆகும்.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then.
Well, this fellow Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Guti! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Priol makes the interception. Lukaku receives it in a good position here.
UP.
That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Araujo calmly anticipates, knocks it into space. Lukaku unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Vankkam. Raul, always looking for that half a chance. Fernando Torres, he's gone for goal. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Download and install. அதெல்லாம் அப்பப்போ இன்ஸ்டால் பண்ணிக்கணும் சேட்டா. காருக்கு எப்படி சர்வீஸ் பண்ணுறோமோ அப்புறம் அதே மாதிரி தான் இது.
Messi looking to pass their way up the pitch. Dumfries. Raul showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's having a hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Valverde clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Leicester with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Manchester United have the chance. Could be danger here.
காசெல்லாம் கிடைக்கும்னா ரொம்ப நாள் ஆகுது. நம்ம நாட்டில இருந்து செய்தாலும் வேற.
Tries to play it through.
கூட இருந்து செய்தாலும் அத்தனை ரீச் கிட்ட. அரபி தெரிஞ்சாலும் பேசிக்கிட்டு.
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
அரபி தெரிஞ்சாலும் குறைச்சிக்கிட்டு.
Messi.
நான் ஃபுல்லா அரபி ஆள்காரல நோக்குது. ஒண்ணுமே இருக்காது நோக்குது.
Darami.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And this is Torres.
Download.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions and he just attacked the danger.
It's a pretty loose pass. And Torres! And he couldn't finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
இப்போ அந்த ஜியோ ஆப் ஓபன் பண்ணுங்க.
And it's Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Threads one in. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
அதல்ல திரும்ப நம்ம வந்து வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் போயிட்டு வாட்ஸ்அப் மூலியமாக டேரெக்டாக அதில் இப்போ லிங்க் பண்ணணும்.
That has been cut short. Raul. He's a sharp little ball here. Great vision. Manchester United can breathe again. Just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Goal அடிச்சிட்டல 7 பேர் கீழ வச்சிருக்கான்.
Somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Van Nistelrooy. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Rijkaard.
What about
it? It is still anyone's game. 0-0. Torres.
Wait, Nana.
Wait
to the opponent. Red.
And they're quick to get it back. Raul. Van Nistelrooy. In with the challenge. Puyol. Can he get it through?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's got away from it. Real chance here. Darami! Oh, good finish. And the game has liftoff. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Leicester have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Triol cuts out the pass. Rodri. Barami. Distributed tidily. Raul. Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
എന്ത്
He's shifting, and the shot! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled the
അല്ല എൻ
club
ഫ്രണ്ട്
off the
റീചാർജ്
canvas.
കൊണ്ടുവന്നു അവനക്ക് தெரியும்
That is a super smooth goal.
அவன்கிட்ட
Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
You know, the chest control was a really wise move. That created the route to go.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number
എത്ര
15.
ടൈമിനാണ് കളി
The
Guti.
two coaches
One match
are
maximum
signaling
10
changes here, both at the same time.
Number
We're looking at a
20.
different game now.
Fernando Torres.
Manchester United
Number
really can
24.
sense it now. This
Beckham.
game is theirs to win.
Number
They just
8.
need to step it up
Puyol.
and force the issue.
Coming on the field.
Raul
Number 4.
looking to receive it in space.
Number 22.
Well, that might be that,
Hazard.
Peter. Maybe
Number
both sides just going to have to
17,
settle for the draw now.
Berbatov. Number 10. Manuel Petit. Number 44.
Looking to play him in.
Substitution
Played
in
right
progress.
into his path.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Messi, voted man of the match.
3 പോയിന്റ് പോയല്ലോ എന്താ വന്നില്ല
പിൻകോഡ്
இது வந்து வாங்குறது சேட்டா இது வாங்குறது
വാങ്ങണതാ
மைஜி ஆப் தானே ரீசார்ஜ் போயிட்டு ஜியோ ஹோமு நம்பர் பேஸ்ட் ஆகுதா பேஸ்ட் ஆகலை വാട്സപ്പ് എങ്ക
നമ്പർ എത്ര എഴുതി വെക്കാം അപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ
കണ്ടിന്യൂ ഇതാണ് പൊട്ടാ അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവരും എന്തല്ലേ
എത്ര ടൈമിങ് വരുമ്പോൾ ഗൂഗിൾ പേ ആക്കി ഗൂഗിൾ പേ വേണം. എത്ര 2221
46 പൈസ.
പ്ലസ് പോയി പ്ലാനും കയറുമ്പോൾ ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് അവിടെ
ഞാൻ അപ്ഡേറ്റ് ആയിട്ടുണ്ടാവും.
ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് എന്താ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതിലിപ്പോൾ എന്താ
பேமெண்ட் ஐடி வரும். பேமெண்ட் ஐடி எவ்வளோ பிளானு, என்ன மெத்தடு, எத்தனை மணிக்கு பண்ணி.
പ്ലാനൊക്കെ ഇതിപ്പോൾ പണോ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഇതോടെ ഇതിൻ്റെ ഇത്
നമ്പർ എന്താ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ.
ജിയോ നമ്പർ അല്ലേ?
അതോടെ தான் മുന്നേ എടുത്തല്ലോ.
എന്താ നമ്പർ കിട്ടുമെന്ന് അറിയാതെ. ജിയോ നമ്പർ ഇതന്നെ റെഫറൻസ് നമ്പറാ.
അത് ഐഡി അതെല്ലാം ഐഡി.
ഇത് ടൈമിങ് ഇത് എപ്പോൾ ക്യാൻസൽ ആവണത്? ഓട്ടോമാറ്റിക് മെസ്സേജ് വരുമോ?
அது உங்களுக்கு முடியிறப்ப அந்த இதில் மெசேஜ் வரும்.
വാട്സപ്പ് വരുമോ? മൊബൈലിൽ പടം പാത്തൂടെ? എന്താ പടം ഇതിലുള്ളത്? ഇപ്പം ജിയോൻ്റെ ഇത് പണം കയറ്റിയല്ലേ, അപ്പം ഇതിൽ നിന്ന് കാണാൻ പറ്റില്ല പടം?
ഇവിടെ നിന്ന് കാണാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ജിയോ നാട്ടിൽ மட்டும் தான் കാണാൻ പറ്റും. എന്താ വല്ലേ
ഓർക്കത് വൈഫൈ വർക്ക് ഉണ്ടോ? സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്ത് ഓണാക്കണോ?
அதெல்லாம் தேவையில்ல.
അപ്പോൾ ഓർക്കല്ലേ
ரீசார்ஜ் பண்ணால் உடனே ரீசார்ஜ் ஆயிரும்ல.
ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ കൂടുതലായ
அது ஒரு செகண்டில் ஆகும் ചേട്ടാ.
ചെറിയൊരു സീറ്റ് ഇത്
அது உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸாக இருக்கும்.
ഓർഡർ പേഴ്സണലി
ഓപ്പണൻറ്റ് ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്.
താങ്ക് യു.
அந்த நம்பர் வருதுல, அந்த நம்பரை எழுதி வச்சிருங்க. போட்டோ எடுத்து வச்சிடல, அது ப்ராப்ளம்.
എന്താ തേണ്ടോ ഞാനീ നാട്ടുകാരല്ലേ? ഞാനേ നാട്ടുകാരല്ലേ? ആ ഇതില് ലെൻസില് നല്ലൊന്നും കാണാനില്ല പണ്ടേ. മക്കോ ഇല്ലേ? എനിക്കൊന്നും അറിയാം.
പൊങ്ങിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
നീ അന്നോട് എന്നെ എന്താ
അന്നെനിക്ക് നീ മേടിച്ചോണ്ടല്ലേ നാട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് ഇവന്റെ വീട്ടിൽ പോയിട്ട്?
അതിന്റെ
அது தெரில, பேசு போட ஸ்டாண்டா.
മൺചട്ടിയാണോ? അല്ല
அது பிவிசிடா, வெளில இருக்கிறது வெறும் இப்போ கார்பைடு தான்டா.
ഉടച്ചി அண்ணனோட கேட்டு பார்க்கலாம் ஒரு முடி வந்துருக்கேன்.
பேசுவோம், அவர்கிட்ட பேசி ரொம்ப நாளாச்சு.
ഹലോ യൂട്യൂബ് വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട് നോക്കി അവിടെ പറഞ്ഞേക്ക്.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
Stefano Fiore's always been an interesting player, Peter, even if he was overshadowed by the more glamorous players who played in his position.
Still a little bit of a gem in midfield, wasn't he?
Yeah, he has all the technical capabilities you'd expect from a playmaker, but I would also like to refer to his adaptability. He can play just about anywhere in midfield without losing that inventive edge.
Proper utility player.
Totally.
That's the throw.
Pusuk-pusuk orangnya.
Berbatov, spread to the right. And it's Messi. Well, that's Hazard! Now there's a terrific hit. And we have our very first corner. Las Vegas Lights are looking to go forward now. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And this is Berbatov. Tries to play it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. First quarter of an hour gone. Foot in. Now it's Son Heung-min.
காசுலாம் கிடைக்கும், அப்படியெல்லாம் கிடைக்காது.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester...
Oh, he's been caught napping! That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Cannavaro cuts it out. Beckham.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's an excellent interception.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Rivaldo has found the net here, of course.
Las Vegas Lights have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Threads one in. It's Vieri! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Vieri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He leaps for it! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Guest performers today.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Berbatov!
இல்லை போகலை செய் கரெக்டாக வந்து நின்ட்டான் ஃபஸ்ட் ஒன்.
It's going to be another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Fiore. Can he get on the end of this? And that could set him on his way. Look at this. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Ah, he's given it away.
இங்கே வரும் அது உள்ளே
It's
வருது
Neymar!
அதான்
Neymar! This boy is
Celebration பண்ணிட்டாங்க.
serious. He's got himself an absolute peach.
வெச்சாடாமல் கிளியர் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்.
And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
பாசிபிள்
He gave it plenty and some,
ஓட
thrashed it in.
மாட்டேங்கிறான்.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, and how well he caught that.
Las Vegas lights are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
அதெல்லாம் கார்டெல்லாம் வாங்கினா பிரச்சனை இல்லை.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
நம்ம பையன் ஏன் ஓட மாட்டேங்கிறானோ?
He's cut it out. He's gone for goal! Cannavaro. Beckham. Oh, that's well spotted. Played out towards the right wing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, what a ball!
Las Vegas Lights always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are
விட்டாதானே
doing this
கிராஸ்
now.
போடுறதுக்கு இங்கிட்டு.
Now it's Beckham. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hazard. He's got away. It's a good ball out wide. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Berbatov!
கொஞ்சம் உள்ளே திரும்பியிருக்கான் சார்.
And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
ஏன் எப்பட்டா ஓடிக்கிட்டே இருக்கான்.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
30 பாயிண்ட் போகணும் எழுதியிருக்கோம் போல.
Number 21. Vieri. Number 8. Neymar. Number 10. Rivaldo.
Impressive
Number
jump.
3.
டேய்.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Oh.
What
രണ്ട്
a
ഗോൾ
chance.
എടുത്തിട്ടാണ്.
He probably had more time than he realised.
He's a sharp little... Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he finish? It's a goal. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Number 18.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
The shifting... And a chance! Oh, great low ball in.
Oh, he may have snatched at that, Peter. The ball came in at a pace, and at a good height too. He only needed to redirect it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's Son Heung-min.
Las Vegas Lights can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Priol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Not the most accurate pass, and he's intervened well there.
ഛേ,
The shrill sound of the whistle, and that is that. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts...
ഏത് സമയത്ത് 21 പോയിന്റ് ഡിസ്ക്രീസ് 30 പോയിന്റ് എടുത്ത് 30 പോയിന്റ് ഡിഗ്രി സാർ. No, pretty much it's more around. എത്ര 1 മണി നോക്കാം. ആറ് മണിക്ക് മുറിച്ചിട്ട് போயிட்டு வந்தால் கரெக்டாக இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஹாய் ப்ரோ, வெல்கம் டு த ஸ்ட்ரீம். சொல்லுங்க ப்ரோ. ஹாய் ஹாய் ஹாய். ஆல்ஃபோன்சோ டேவிஸ் சோலியை முடிச்சிட்டானுவோ. சாக்காவும் இல்லையே. ന്യൂന മെൻഡസ് എട്ടോ ഫോർലാൻ പാക്കി സംഗ് പെഡ്രി പെപ്കാഡിയോല ക്രോസ്കൽഡ്. നല്ല ടീം தான்டா. இப்போ போய் இந்த டீம் எடுத்துட்டு வந்துட்டோம். Tell me bro.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity. Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him, setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Manchester United are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
Firmino, game style idilலையே நீ எதுக்கு இப்படி ஆடிக்கிட்டு இருக்க?
Kvaratskhelia venturing down the left. Eto finding himself in space. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's a sharp little ball here.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Shaking his head.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Gardan speaks சொல்றா.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Out towards the flank. Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That has not gone well.
Firmino எப்படி ஆடிக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க? Firmino ஃபார்ம்ல இல்லையோ?
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Pedri. And this is Forlan.
Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is well cleared. Oh, he's been caught napping.
என்ன பண்றதுனே தெரியலையே.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 23.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Manchester United making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's a look and plays it forward. He won't be happy with that one. Szoboszlai. Now it's Alvarez. That looks a cracking ball. Well, we've seen that early.
There will
Used
be
a
1
certain
minute
sixth
added
sense.
time.
And it's Pedri.
சிக்கல.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Manchester United
And
unable
now,
to get
all
back onto
members
level
of the
terms
crowd,
before
I'd
half-time.
like to
They
ask you
trail
to
1-0.
join me in wishing our birthday
Yeah, you don't get
boy
any
a
points for
very
stating the
special
obvious, Peter,
birthday.
but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 3, Alphonso Davies.
We get things going
Coming on
again.
the field is number
Well, I
6.
think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's all alone. Pulls off a sensational save.
Sporting really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they played chance for a shot. Off the post.
முன்னாடி இருக்க பந்தை விட்டுக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்கடா.
A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Eto at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Chance! Just
ஐயோ நான் ஒரு
cruising.
ஆளுன்னு
They
சொல்லிட்டு போய்
are
வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்கடா
cruising.
கோலா டேய்.
It's all becoming so easy.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Sporting find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Alvarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
கேம்னு சொல்லி ஆடுங்கப்பா. இப்படி இந்த எட்டம் அடுத்து இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் நாள் இறங்கி போயிடுவாப்புல. அதான் 3 கோல் அடிச்சிட்டீடா ஆடுடா. ஏன்டா இந்த யோசனை யோசிக்கிறேன்டா. சரிடா.
Guardiola. And the pass is intercepted. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Soboslai. Pedri. Forlan. And here's Alvarez. Goes for the shot! That tested the keeper.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
ஆட்டோபிக்கு டீம் ஏல போட்டானே இந்த மேட்ச். சாகுற கையா.
Substitution from Manchester United. Number 9.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first.
Coming on to replace him is number 20, Vinicius Junior.
He's rising! Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Valverde makes a move down the right. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ødegaard, it's played through for him, and it's made its way to him. Oh, shooting chance! And no mistake!
வீட்டுக்கு பந்து எடுத்து வச்சுக்கடா பையன். இது புதுசா இருக்கு.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
உள்ள கட் பண்ணிடலாம்.
Manchester United may be down, but not out just yet. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Park Ji-sung. Pedri. Now it's Ødegaard. Soboslai. And he's managed to get free. Pedri. There's a searching pass.
ஆளுக்குள்ள போவாதுலேனா சொன்னா கேட்க மாட்டாங்க.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Knocks it into space. Park Ji-sung. And this is Eto'o. Kimmich. Vertical. 5 minutes to add. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Vinicius Junior deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly...
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.
மோசமா இருக்கு. 20 பாயிண்ட் பாத்தீங்களா? 400க்கு போனோம், திருப்பி வந்தாச்சா? கேம் பிளான் லிஸ்ட் Let's go, let's go, let's go. டபுள் ஐ போட்டாலும் வருகன்னு சொல்லணும்ல. அப்ப டபுள் ஐக்கு ஒரு கமெண்ட் கொடுக்கணும் நைட் பாட்ல. ஒரு ஆள் வந்தாப்புல பார்த்தாப்புல போனாப்புல வினிஸ்கஸ் ஜூனியர் வச்சிருக்கா. இதெல்லாம் ஒரு டிஃபரெண்டான நல்ல பேட்டரி இருக்கா. இண்டிவிஜுவல் இன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ஷன்லாம் செட் பண்ணி தான் இருக்கா. delete the fake card. To the match.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Argentina.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard work.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Okay, இந்த போஸ்ட் தான் லீவ் இந்த போஸ்ட் கொண்டு வந்து அடச்சி கிராஸ் ஓவர் ஆயில மாட்டிச்சு.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Threads one in. This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for 1-0.
Center.
He scores for sure.
Goal celebration?
Not much more than a formality. Play the game with double ball here, I think. I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is a little undercooked. Serginho. Juve. Pinches it off him. Lizarazu. Neymar. Now it's Sneijder. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. Neymar making good progress. He is just caressing the ball. Tries to get it clear. And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro can get it clear. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. Stood his ground strongly.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Juve. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Sneijder. Now it's Pedri. And They're back on the ball again.
Pedri உள்ள ஓட்டா.
Looking for the run. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. Juve. Serginho. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Argentina clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And Messi!
போனாங்க தேசனியத்துல.
Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, great leap! And again! And that's a good finish. They have pulled
ஒரு கோல் திருப்புறோம்.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He's such as the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Good ball. And this is Ronaldo. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And that was his 20th goal for this team. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Manchester United leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Now this could be... Takes a shot! And the referee says that is that for the first half. Manchester United have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal.
Please grab the tickets you were given.
So there was the first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Manchester United are leading, but it is still delicately poised. It's 2-1.
Substitution.
Away we go again. Looking to play him in. Alvarez!
Offside
Offside that time.
Alvarez offside போயிட்டாப்ல. ஓடி வராப்ல ஓட்டாத.
Puyol. Schneider. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Alvarez. That'll be a throw-in.
உயரத்துக்கு ரைட் பேக்ல போற அளவுக்கு சென்டர் பேக்ல வந்துட்டு வெக்கமா.
And he's taking no chances there. Schneider. Puyol, always a very imposing presence at the back. João Neves running with intent. Schneider.
Hazard.
Nice looking ball. Vankkam has it out wide and in space. Messi. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? No, that's been intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Well timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Great vision. Great defending, strong and determined. That's good running with the ball. Spread out to the left. Schneider.
Argentina really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
He's having a shot!
நல்லா
And
தூக்கி
he's
போட்டு
stuck it
சொருகுனா ஒரு சொருகு.
away. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what
Hey,
a
man,
fabulous
goal
game this
அடிச்சா.
is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The goal
A
scorer
mere
for
formality,
Argentina.
nigh on a
Another power,
certainty. He is
Another team
truly
goal
in the
shot.
zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
It's Neymar!
நெய்மர் இன்னும்
And
கொஞ்சம்
the
இழுத்து
keeper has
இறக்கிருக்கா.
reacted superbly there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Alvarez.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. That's going wide left.
செத்துட்டாங்கடா எல்லாரும்.
And it's Messi. And here's Neymar. Out towards the flank. Can he get it through? Space for him to turn and look.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's chance for a shot. It's loose now and they won't get it back. They can thump it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar.
You'd be disappointed with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any
என்னல
risks.
நீங்க இப்படி எல்லாம் விட்டா எப்படிலே வரு மொத்த பேரும் செத்துட்டானோ. வினி பேட்டர் ஸ்டூட்டா சென்டர் ஃபார்வர்டு ஊட்டி செகண்ட் போர் இன்னொருத்தர் இருக்கணும். என்னன்றது இந்த மேட்ச் தோக்கணும்னு எழுதி இருக்கு.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 20, Messi.
Guti's cross.
Number
Real
13.
chance.
ஓ
And with
மாட்டேங்குது.
that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
7 ஷாட் ஒரு ஷாட் உள்ள போற.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
ட்ராப் ஆகுது. இருக்கு கரெக்டா நம்ம பாசிங் கொடுக்க ஷூட் அடிக்கல மட்டும் ட்ராப் ஆகுதா. 5 பாயிண்ட் டிக்ரீஸ்ட். ஐயோ இது ரெண்டு கரெக்டா வெயிட்டட் ஆகுது. இது ஒண்ணு மட்டும் வெயிட்டேனே ஆக மாட்டேங்குதப்பா. இவ்வளோ கான்டென்ட் ஆர்கஸ்ட்ரேட்டர் டன். ஓகே இந்த ஒரு மேட்சோட முடிச்சுட்டு கிளம்புவோம். மார்க்கினியோஸ் கனவாரோ 103 எப்படிரா தள்ளுறீங்க? ஓவன் இருக்காப்ல. இவெல்லாம் கிடச்சிருக்கான் ப்ரோ. இவெல்லாம் லக்கி பை. எத்தனை பாயிண்ட் இன்க்ரீஸ்? ஓகே, 30 பாயிண்ட் இன்க்ரீஸ். போடே, இதே மாதிரி இன்னொரு மேட்ச் வாங்கலாம். இன்னும் 2 மேட்ச் வாங்கலாம். இன்னொரு 5 மேட்ச் வந்துச்சுன்னா டிவிஷனல் 2 போயிடலாம். கவர் இல்லாத ஆளு யாரு கூட? ஹோம் மேன்செஸ்டர் யுனைடெட். ஐயோ, அவன் என்னோட ரேங்க் கம்மியால இருக்கேன், கூடல இருக்கேன். அப்போ அவனுக்கு தானே ஃபேவராக விழுகும். பேட்டர்ஸ் டூட்டா இருக்கானா? எந்த பேட்டர்ஸ் டூட்டா? ஸோ இன்னும் ஒரு தூக்கி போடு, ஒரு குத்து. ஒரு தூக்கி போடு, ஒரு குத்து. இவ்வளோ கான்டே ஆர்கஸ்ட்ரேட்டர்ல இல்லை, பாக்ஸ் டு பாக்ஸ். போன மேட்ச் எடுத்து 30 பாயிண்ட், இந்த மேட்ச்ல விட்டுருவோமோ?
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola, as composed as he is clever, he always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
It'll be a throw-in. That's a good ball out wide.
அவுட். பொசுக்குன்னு வந்துடுவாங்க இவங்க. எல்லாம் ஓடுற பையன் பிள்ளைங்களா இருக்கணும்.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, super find. Very nicely done. Oh, shooting chance!
சார் வாங்கி திரும்பி இருந்துக்கலாம்.
That was quite a hit. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, this looks sharp. Passing nice and neat. Ronaldo makes the interception. Xavi Alonso. And now the breakaway. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Palmer! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Looking for options for movement. Nicely aimed pass. That looks a decent ball. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away, and it's Sneijder. Pass somewhat off target, and it's been hooked away. Bruno Fernandes. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That looks a cracking ball. And that's gone loose. Rijkaard kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Tries to pass it through. Out of play for a throw. That's the throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Looking for a runner. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Messi.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Batistuta, can he finish?
தெரியுமே எனக்கு இதான் தெரியுமே
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter.
மாங்கு
There
மாங்குன்னு
was a
சுத்துவோம் உள்ள
momentary
போகாது
drop-off in the defence,
சும்மா வந்து
and he
மூட்டிட்டு
was
போவான்
just too good a...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Substitution.
So right back into the action.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And he's there to retrieve it. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Neymar. Threads one in. Manchester United still this single goal behind. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed.
That could spell trouble. Not the most convincing of passes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Big chance! And there's a goal! Manchester United are back on level terms. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Xabi Alonso does really well to win the ball there. Pedri. Schneider. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Can he get on the end of this? Grimaldo cuts out the pass. And he's quick to get rid. Harrison spots it and intercepts. Showing good feet. And it's Pedri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
ஷூட்டிங்க்கு ஒன்று வச்சுக்க விஷயம் നോക്കണ്ട മാൻഡിനി വെക്കുന്ന ഒരു നമ്പർ സോണി എടുത്തിട്ട് മാൻഡിനിക്ക്
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7,
Bravo.
Schneider. Number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13,
Batistuta. And he's heaved it away.
Puyol. Coming on the field, number 5,
സൂപ്പർ കാണാൻ പറ്റാൻ ഗുഡ് പൊട്ട മാതിരി
number
അവനെ നമുക്ക്
18,
ടാങ്കിന് സുഖം
Batistuta. Number 42, Musiala. Number 2, Franz Beckenbauer.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And he plays one through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Cannavaro. Albert Ferrer. Rijkaard. No way through. Now it's Messi. Albert Ferrer.
Has been
Now it's
indicated.
Messi. Batistuta. Khan. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. And that will be it. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
என்ன ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் ஒரு ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷனும் கிடையாது 5 பாயிண்ட் போனது தான் ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷன் filter reset card type இதில் வந்துட்டு யாரு இந்த பைபிள் யாரு Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.